Guys, we're falling into the referee's trap again on VAR. When VAR was introduced, referees didn't want it. They made all these reasons, but they didn't want it. They didn't at all want it. And what they've done is they've made sure that it's failed by making such poor decisions or taking such a long time. And then they'll make the excuses and say, oh, well, we just had so much pressure and stress, we had to try to make sure it was offside. That's why we took so long. Or the technology wasn't fantastic. Forget they have to draw a line, that's all it is. And some, the reasoning behind why they were giving penalties that weren't, or vice versa, or if a penalty was a penalty, what wasn't. Basically, they made sure VAR failed. They made sure the fans got fed up with VAR because it was so bad. And the fans were sort of slightly conned because basically all it was secondary referees making poor decisions. Not done on purpose, no. Okay, no, it wasn't. They didn't want it. If it wasn't done on purpose, what it just adds to the, not even the supposition, the acknowledged and understanding that they're useless. Because you give me a TV screen so I can see whether that was a foul or not, having seen it, with my own eyes, and then looked at it slowly on a TV screen close up, I can tell you that it's a foul or not. Refs screwed us on VAR, so everybody hates it all of a sudden. It ruins football. No. It was there to help, but scrutinise refs. Referees hated it. Now, what's the new suggestion? The new suggestion is that maybe there should be the opportunity that each team, every half, can make one sort of point where they can say, oh, we want you to review that. Yeah? That is an awful idea. And I'll just give you one reason, so many reasons why. What happens if we feel there's a penalty for our team and we go, that's a penalty, and the manager goes, but press the button, we want to review. And straight away it goes to VAR, and VAR go, no, we agree with the referee. That was never a penalty. What? So what happens then? You're going to have even more argument because the managers, the footballers, all will say, well, that's so obvious. Anyone that can see that was a penalty. You didn't give it. You didn't give it. How? You are useless. Massive pressure, therefore, on the referee and VAR to give the penalty. If you give a penalty once the team push that button to say want you to review it, the other team are going to go bananas. And they're going to say that was never a penalty. How dare you? How dare you change your decision just because they're telling you it was? Are you useless? It was never a penalty. You're going to have major problems, especially if you refuse to give the penalty, for instance. What about sending off? You're going to send off a player? Our team's going to say he should be sent off for that. The referee going to go, whoa, dear, they've asked me to send off an opposition player. Should I do that or not? You don't do it, and it was a sending off. It's going to be, oh my God, Yates should have been sent off against Newcastle. Can you imagine if Newcastle had pressed a review button, say, hold on, that's a sending off, and the referee then went, it is actually. Yates has already got one yellow. That's definitely red. Maybe should have had a second. Going to send him off. Forest would have gone bananas with that. Absolutely gone bananas. I think it was a sending off. Already, I've picked out two problems that will occur if you go down the route. And referees will want that. Then they'll turn around and say, you guys wanted that. We've done what you wanted. Now you're actually having a moan about it again. We can't get it right. Let's get rid of VAR. That's what they're after. Let's understand the real problem. The real problem is referees are inadequate. That's what this is really about. When you look at a problem, you have to look at what the original real reasoning, what having all those problems for. It's not VAR, it is that referees are making such bad decisions. And if you have that one review and it's gone, that means referees have got carte blanche to do anything they want, okay? And we know that every bloody decision that's being made for a foul, just look how many players now fall over outside the area. Grealish is typical. It's all he's ever looking for. That's why he's not the player he was. He just falls, he runs towards the middle so he can fall over. That's all he's looking for now. Gone are the days where he was penetrating. That's all he looks for is the free kick. Simple. You know, I'm not saying Arsenal players don't try and do. Havertz tries to do so. Look at Jackson. You know, on Sunday twice he did it. Twice Oliver gave Chelsea 2 free kicks outside the area. Twice he didn't give it to Arsenal. So I'm going to argue, why give it to Chelsea and not to Arsenal? It's not a Chelsea-Arsenal thing. We all do it. All teams do it. And the referees sometimes give it normally to the home team and sometimes don't give it to the team they don't like. So get it. We're giving referees the excuse to get rid of VAR, the excuse to blame us now why it doesn't work, and they're getting away with it scot-free. Look at the real problem. The real problem is referees are not good enough. And is it Mark Halsley, who's an ex-referee, has said referees are awful, and the new college for referees, he would love to get there because their education and training is appalling. That's what he's saying. It's an ex-referee. Referees are appalling. And it's talking about education. It's not education. They're not. Get some semi-pros into reffing who know and understand the game. Don't be fooled by referees. They want us to go down the review of only one review. That's where they want us to go, one each half, because then they can turn the table, blame us. No, look at the problem. The problem is the referee. Don't come away from the real problem. They're inadequate. They're useless. That's the problem. Football Chat Uncensored, Reno talking. Please, fans, please look at it properly. Don't go down the one review. It's going to just give refs what they want.